Hello, I'm James Whittington-Phillips, and welcome to week 2 of the Devising Reflective Logs. And so this week's been a big week in terms of working with devised pieces, as this week we've been tasked with making a solo piece of devised theatre, based on a childhood tale or a folk tale. I picked the gingerbread man, actually, this was an interesting one, as I literally just went ham and just because we had to add like a moment of song, moment of slow motion, and just generally this got me in, and also this actually started to get me into the mindset of like you need to be bold with the characters in devised theatre, and just go be really bold and just go really out there and just over the top and go pretty much as over the top as you can. And it's my first ever solo piece of devised theatre, and so then also in this I made some rather interesting choices. So, for example, for some reason, I started just talking normally as a gingerbread. I decided I'm going to give him an accent somehow. Somewhere in there I decided to make the gingerbread man Irish, which was quite interesting, but also quite a good idea. But also just like in terms of through this project, I learned this, like, especially in terms of comedy in devised theatre, I need to allow time to let things like the jokes land and not just move straight on. It's like if you just move on too fast, people aren't going to get it, or you've just moved on too fast, and people haven't got it and just didn't really register. Oh wait, you've done a funny, and so you need to sort of give enough time for people to like. Alright, you've told this funny thing, get people to register it, move, and some time for people to actually register it, then move on as well as joke, tell, laugh, joke, tell it, laugh, joke, tell it, laugh, and just continue on. So you need to actually put pauses in that where appropriate. But in terms of this, also I need to add 2 different accents, which is part of the requirements of this task. So I also decided, the piece of music I'm going to use Elvis. So next thing I'm just doing I'm pretending I've got a guitar and I'm doing like knee slides and generally just trying to go anything that I could think of, just trying to go bonkers with it, to be honest. And just also I think one of my aims for this was try and make it as funny as possible. As I like to be funny, I like comedy. It's something I like doing. I just wanted to be as bold with it as I possibly could. I think what went well with this task is it has given me an insight into like what we're gonna do with devised theatre, and what we're gonna do for the actual piece. And it also allows us to quite literally, allows us not just me as a person, also allows it to see how bold things have to be, and how it's like you just and how you can just literally devise it. Literally, it's just. Easy stimulus, make a player for it, and you can't, and it's literally, you could have like very limited amount of time, so it's like right, you really have no time to waste, and so you literally just have to experiment there and then, and if something doesn't work, go back, change it there and then. It's like you have no time to just go, leave something, come back to it. You got to do it there and then. It's got to be done on the night. And really, it's like sometimes you can even do stuff that in the actual performance that you didn't even intend to do, and it's like, and in places it's like you go with something that you think's funny, you didn't think was funny before, but then you realise it's funny there. So I think moving forward in stuff, I can improve and just be even bold with the characters and just go with it and just don't really think about it as much as what are people going to think about this, and just do it. And don't question myself, am I being too funny, am I being too serious? If it feels right, go with it, or even not, if you just try it out, and if it doesn't work, you just need to go back and change it, and change it up, and just because you can always change it. Nothing's really set in stone with devised theatre. So, and that will conclude week 2 of the Devising Reflective Logs.